Hello, hello, Empowering Sense. I know that it's late, but I had to do, I have a quick tip Tuesday for you. I wanted to talk to you guys about VIP groups. So a lot of you have VIP groups. If you don't, that's fine. So I'm really only talking to people that have VIP groups, but maybe this might convince you to have a VIP group. Just kind of really like what the purpose of a VIP group is and stuff like that. So VIP group for a lot of people, that's your customer group. Some people, it's completely your personal preference who is in that group and who's going to, like who you allow in the group. It's completely up to you. Like everyone always asks me, like, what are the rules for VIP group? It's your group. You get to say whoever you want in it. For me personally, I do my, it's for my customers and my customers only. So if you're not my customer, if you've never been a customer of mine, then you don't get to be in my VIP group, because VIP, don't forget, stands for very important person. It doesn't stand for anyone who wants free samples. It doesn't stand for anyone who is willing to listen to me talk about Scentsy. Now, to be fair, when I first joined almost 4 years ago, when I started my VIP group, my customer group, I did add anyone who wanted to be in it, whether they were my customer or not, because obviously I needed to build my customer base, right? But about 1.5 years into Scentsy, I decided, I was like, oh, I need to go through it and clean this up, because I noticed I had a lot of people that were taking advantage of free samples and never ordering. They just wanted to play games and win prizes and not ever order, and not support me, except if it was just to get free stuff, right? So, and it ends up being a waste of your time and your money to have people in your VIP group that are not your actual customers. So something that I do tell my new teamies who join, who maybe were my customers, here lately I've been giving them a month in my VIP group. They get to stay in there and see like how things are run, but after a month I do remove them, because my VIP group is for my customers. It's an exclusive group just for my customers. I want them to feel special for being in there and know that not just like anybody is in there. My team page, however, is for the new teamie. So it's like you're basically trading in, like you're trading up. I promise you're trading up. From being in my VIP group to the team page. I personally strongly advise you to not have your team or just other consultants in general in your VIP group. Unless, for example, if you want your sponsor in your VIP group. I still have my sponsor. Y'all know her. She's our superstar director, Whitney. She is in my VIP group, and that is because when I first started my VIP group, it was like, she was like, hey, if you have questions with anything, like this way you can tag me, and she could see how I was, interacting with my customers and stuff. That is totally, I feel like it's totally okay. If you want your sponsor to be in there in case you have questions about something, or if you have maybe an accountability partner to be in there. So if you're ever like running errands or at a doctor's appointment during a launch, that person can post in your VIP group for you. I totally agree with that. Now, having your downline and your frontline in your VIP group, I strongly advise against that. And that is strictly because I've had downline in there who have tried to win my games that are for my customers. And it's very hard to explain, like, oh, you won, but you weren't supposed to be playing. Like, no. I have also heard of when other consultants are in VIP groups, they try to poach customers from people too. And I know you want to think, oh, so-and-so wouldn't do that. To just make it fair across the board, that is why I don't allow consultants in my VIP group, and why I strongly encourage all of you to not have other consultants in your VIP group, period. It's for your customers. Remember, it stands for very important person. It does not stand for anyone who wants to be in this group. You get to decide the parameters on who gets to be there, how long they're in there for. Some people I know like actually go through and clean out their VIP group, and they'll say like, you know, oh, well, this person hasn't ordered for me in a year, so I'm going to remove them. That's completely up to you. I personally don't do that, but I can honestly say that every single person that is in my VIP group is someone who has bought from me before in the past. They were a customer. So my VIP group is not a place where I like do a, hey, let's do a drawing, and, you know, every person that you add to this group, you know, you get entered into the drawing. No, I don't do that, because I want people who actually want to be in there, who actually want to see my content, right? So that being said, if you have a VIP group, make sure you're not just posting in your VIP group. Make sure you're sharing Scentsy on your personal page too, because otherwise you're not gonna ever get any new customers. If you are only ever marketing the Scentsy to the people in this private closed group, you're never gonna get new people in. I mean, you might get the occasional word of mouth, like referral from someone, but you're not gonna get anyone from your personal, you know, from your personal page contacts, okay? And also that kind of goes against, you know, how we always say we don't sell, we share. You should just be sharing how you use Scentsy in your everyday life. And that's the kind of content you should have on your personal page and in your VIP group. My VIP group is where I'll play games within compliance, and they're the ones who get first dibs at any extra samples I have left over. They're the ones who get first dibs on my booking dates to do parties. I go to my VIPs first before I go to a new customer or someone who isn't a customer yet on booking a party. They get preference. They get preference on my dates. They get preference on samples. They're the ones that get to play games, again, in compliance. And they're the ones that win prizes, again, in compliance. So I just want them to know that, like, you actually are a special group of people in, you know, with my business. It's not, this group is not just for anyone. So that is just me personally. But you should definitely be sharing on your personal page too. So if you don't have a VIP group, I very much encourage you to have one. It's a great place for you, just like on a team page, how you create your culture with your team, you create a culture with your VIPs. I have friends in my VIP group who are friends with each other, but they've never met, but they know each other through me. Or they have come to a sip and sniff at my house, like an open house, and they became friends because they met through me. And I think that's really cool to be able to say that you facilitated that friendship. That's really cool. So it's whatever you want it to be, but, you know, these are just things that I just like kind of strongly encourage. You know, I would keep other consultants out of your VIP group, and that includes your downline. That includes your downline and your frontline. It's not being rude. It's not being ugly or anything. It's sure, like, let them stay for like a month or so or whatever you think, but I wouldn't let them stay in there the whole time, because what happens is people like to copy and paste posts a lot, and that means that you're not being authentic with what you're sharing. If you are copying and pasting the same things that I post, okay? One, if we have a circle of friends and circle of customers that overlap, they're gonna see that you posted the same thing that I post, and they're not gonna know who was the authentic person. So one, they're gonna think one of you is being inauthentic, and it could be the person who is actually being authentic in the first place, and that is very hurtful. But also, the Facebook algorithm does not like it. I love you. We're going to bed. Go.
Good night, guys.
Good night. The Facebook algorithm does not like it, and you're both going to get flagged as spam, and no one's going to see either one of your posts. So it literally works against you. Yes, it is kind of like pushing the baby bird out of the nest and saying, you need to fly, but you need to fly. I mean, I don't know how else to explain that. So, I mean, that's why I just go, okay, you can stay for a month and see what I do in my page, even though if they're a customer and they've been a customer, they see what you've been posting this whole time that they were a customer. So I really don't buy the excuse of, well, I let them stay in my group, my VIP group, so that they can see how I run things. If they've been in your VIP group this whole time, they know how you run things. You're just really giving them an opportunity to literally just copy what you're doing and not allowing them to be their true authentic selves in their sharing, right? So I feel like letting them stay for a little bit and then saying, okay, go create your own VIP group. Or what's really cool that I've done with some of my frontline that they really like is we turn their party group into their VIP group. Like here, like I hand over the reins. I'm like, I don't need to be the admin of this anymore. I make them the admin. Go change your banner, change the name of it, add different people, go delete your party posts. And this is your VIP group now. Like, boom, just for you. So, and a lot of my frontline, they keep me in their VIP groups. I think it's great because if they do have questions, like I said, it's why my sponsor's in mine. I'm easily accessible to them. I let their customers, who some of them used to be my customers, so I know them. You know, they get to know who I am, and I'll say like, hey, I'm so-and-so's director, and I'm here to help out as she sets everything up. I'm so excited for her on this journey. If you guys have any questions, I'm totally here to help if she can't answer anything. But, you know, let me know if you need me. And I kind of stay there. It's a good way as a sponsor to kind of make sure that they're doing things within compliance in the beginning too. So you can kind of keep an eye on them, and, you know, you can just gently remind them through in direct message and go, hey, I saw your post. You need to fix this. That's a licensed image. You can't have writing over it or something, you know, something like that. Like, it's just, it's a way to be behind the scenes and see how they're working and to make sure they're doing it the right way too. So I hope that this helped you guys, and I hope everybody has a great week. All right. Love you guys. Bye.